and connect with you. Don't miss it. How do you get the information? Glad you asked. Go to barbarahsmith.com and click the link. All the details there. Don't miss Sisters Inspire Sisters to Advance, October 13, 14, 15 at the beautiful Holiday Inn and Suites in Ocean City, Maryland. What you know and I know together can change the world. I want to see you there. Yes, I want to see you there. Hi, hello, and how do you do today? Today is Thursday. I'm so excited. It is the Empowering You Show. What do we do here on the Empowering You Show? Well, we showcase small businesses, small business owners, and people who are doing phenomenal things in the community. And you're just in time. But before I bring up our guest for today, I need to bring up somebody very special to the BHS and Associates organization. She is the sexy, sassy, always spicy, smart LaShawna Smith.
Oh, I am smart, I'm kind, and important. Yes. I'm so happy to be here. I can't believe it. We're about to close September.
It's going to be blown. My month is going away. Yeah.
All right. It's still your birthday, though. It'll still be your birthday until 30 days from your birthday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's the thing. I have enjoyed this entire month. I had so many people wish me happy birthday. Cards, letters, money, cash, trips. I'm telling you, emails, prayers, all kinds of people wishing me well. And so I want to say publicly, thank you so very much for considering me, thinking about me enough to send me a post of any kind. So here we are at the almost end of September, and I am chomping at the bit about this conference. It is filling. Why don't people wait to the last minute to fill stuff?
I don't know. I'm guilty. I'm saying.
Well, I'm excited that they're filling it, and we are getting to capacity. Like the hotel now is booked. So if you're coming to the conference, we're going to have other hotel accommodations for you to choose from. The Holiday Inn and Suites is totally booked right now. That to me is crazy because all other hotels are not on the same street. All right, I'm just saying.
It's just that nice, though. Just saying.
It is. That hotel,
Fabulous.
All the rooms are suites. It's facing the water on all sides, and it's just a suite. So there's a full-size refrigerator, full-size stove, and a jetted tub in every single suite, every single one. So you might have missed out on that block. You can email Shani at support@barbarahsmith.com if you're still trying to get in these last few days and see if we can get you in the hotel. But if you're not in the hotel, it doesn't matter. The tickets for the event are still available at this moment. And it's going to be, I just can't even, I have no words.
Don't miss out. Please don't experience FOMO when you don't have to.
Some people don't know what that is.
/Sister 2023. Get your ticket. Get
your ticket today. And we have a variety of tickets, right, Shani?
We do. We have an online version if you can't make it. But if you can make it for the day, we also have a one-day workshop ticket. Let us know. Come on. We don't want you to miss out on this opportunity to 10x your life, your business, and your mindset.
Oh, yeah. And I've already heard from some ladies that attended last year whose businesses have exploded exponentially. So I am telling you, because it's our event, Shani, people may think, oh, they just boosting their own events. No, this event is something that's extraordinary. So with that being said, I would like for you, Shani, to introduce our next guest.
So, that's a lot. That's a big challenge. I have big shoes to fill. But here's the thing. It's not so hard because she actually is beautiful inside and out. Our next guest is an author, a speaker, a Christian mindset coach, and a 50-plus faith, beauty, lifestyle content creator under her own brand, Ellie Style. She genuinely believes that beauty is first an inside job and wants to help uplift lives with this elevated mindset while taking women on a journey to create a beautiful life they desire. LaShawna is known for her ability to motivate, encourage, and inspire women as she helps them to navigate away from limited beliefs and mindsets. She also educates them with lifelong success principles to aid them in gaining insight, confidence, and courage to create a forward course of action and experience ultimate freedom by connecting their potential to their purpose. She desires to teach women how to go from living in their daydreams to living the life of their dreams as she coaches them to reprogram their mind to live from the inside out. Implementing this mindset assists them in going deeper, to higher levels, and grants them permission to enter their divine destiny. LaShawna has appeared on talk shows Living 757, which was featured on the 50-ish movement platform. Making guest appearances on virtual platforms and panels is something that she often does in her local community, and she has paid content for numerous hair, beauty, and lifestyle brand campaigns. Please help me welcome LaShawna Epps.
Hey.
Hey, girl. Hey.
That wasn't
Girl,
quite Barbara
hey.
H. Smith, but I did my thing, I think, right?
Yeah, you did good. That was phenomenal. Thank you for that beautiful, beautiful welcome. And Miss Barbara, happy birthday, belated. I had no idea. So let me get my birthday greeting in there. I
Thank
wish
you.
you many, many, many more. Obviously, I know you are living long and living strong.
No, thank you.
So,
Thank you. I'm doing the
yeah.
best I can. This I am. So we're happy to have you. And we're, I think we met at Small Business Supplier Diversity. Is that where we met?
Yes, ma'am. About a month ago.
About a
Yes,
month ago.
I was
Okay.
just well, Miss Barbara had already Angela had already told me, oh, you have to come to this because of you. She
Wow.
loves you. And so I said, yeah, I said I actually would love to come because I have a young business. So I'm just open. I just stay open.
When
Open to
when when was
opportunity.
it? When did you start?
Um Actually I started in June of 2021.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Well,
Midst
actually
of
that's
the
when
pandemic.
yeah, but that's when I left my corporate job. Hmm.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Well, I tell you what, I really like to hear about what made you decide to leave your corporate space. Like, was it not fulfilling? Was it time? Was it what was it that made you decide to leave your corporate space?
God. God tapped me
Okay.
on the shoulder, and it was so prevalent and relevant. The beginning of that year in February, the first of the year, I like to do like a Daniel fast, and I'd done a Daniel fast, and during my devotional time, the Lord started speaking to me, and when He starts doing that, I will grab my phone literally because this is not an everyday occurrence. So when I start to hear things, I'll grab and take notes, and He began to say things to me that were really perplexing. I'm going to take you somewhere you've never been before, and people are going to seek you out and you're going to be able to help a lot of people. So I'm sitting there like, okay. So I jotted these notes and I just went on. And it wasn't until April, my husband had COVID and pneumonia that April of that year. And I had to take leave from my job because for almost about 3 weeks to a month, it was challenging. I had to take them back and forth to the doctor, et cetera, et cetera. But it was during that time that, of course, as you stated, Shani, I'm a content creator and I was going hard with content. But during this time, I had no desire to do any of it. I didn't even want to go on social media, which was different for me. So I liken it to God removed the grace at that time from me for a desire for it because He was trying to get my attention on something else. And what happened was I signed up for an online conference through Terry Savelle Foy. And I'll never forget, I kept getting these emails, and I'm like, and the Holy Spirit say, you need to sign up for that. It was virtual. So I signed up, I paid the fee, signed up, and the next day it was happening, and I logged on, and I had missed like an hour of it. But as soon as I logged on, Marshawn Evans Daniels was just getting up there. And I'm not sure if you're familiar with her, but she is a pretty prestigious type speaker. And in the speaking and personal development world, I didn't even know her at that time. But anyway, God used her to speak to me, and then it just took off from there. And when June came, he said, it's time. And I talked to my husband.
Wait. Pause, breathe. So you heard the Lord speak what month and year?
February
Of 2021.
6th of 2021.
And by what time?
June 24th of 2021, I exited stage left on my job.
Wow.
Wow.
Now that's where you say obedience is much better than sacrifice, because that's quick. That is so quick.
It was quick. And you know what? Sometimes you get to a place, and it wasn't, don't get me wrong. I mean, I made good money on my job. When, someone can say, like, you left all of that. I mean, the job even had profit sharing. How many companies still pay an actual separate retirement for their employees? So it was a good job. I'd had it for years, and so there was no problem for me. But it came a point in time, yes, obedience is better than sacrifice, but more than that, God told me obedience is the highest paid position that you will ever have. So trust me.
Ooh, wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. That was a good nugget right there. Can you repeat that? Obedience is what?
Obedience is the highest paid position that you will ever have. So, I mean, I said, okay.
Okay,
and,
so you said okay. So you said okay. But what does that mean? Like okay to what? Okay to what?
That I was at a place in my life where it was more important for me to align myself with God. I've been saved for a long time, since 1994. As everyone, perfection doesn't exist. I got saved, went back out in the world, came back, went back out in the world. But for many, many years up until that time, I had developed and cultivated a very, very strong relationship with God. So, I mean, it was just at this point in time when he began to say these things to me, it began to be urgent. It was like, you wasted enough time. And he impressed upon me, you look, time is of the essence. You've wasted enough time. I need you to get aligned with why I created you.
Okay. Breathe. Pause.
Like about to cry.
Could you pause for a second? So I heard the words alignment. And my coach from back in the day said something about alignment. And I said, no, you just have to be obedient. She says, no, you have to be obedient in alignment with what God wants you to do. You can be obedient and do some other stuff. It's not in alignment, right? And so at this point, what dropped in my spirit is your business is young and you are charging full speed ahead, but why go alone? If you want to go fast, you can go alone. But if you want to go far, you got to go with some people.
Right.
We are your tribe. We are your people.
Amen.
This retreat would 10x your business. And so I really want you, not to be putting you on the spot at the moment, but I really want you to strongly consider what you need to do to get here. And when I say here, it's the Ocean City, Maryland event in October. So we'll talk about that more offline. I'll talk to you after the show, whatever. But what I just heard was alignment.
Mm-hmm.
and LaShawna Epps. And so I just wanted to pause and drop that in your spirit right there and let you know that I heard that. I heard that.
Yeah.
So I want to switch gears for a second. When you're out there, you're creating content, but how are you pushing your content out? What are you doing to get the right people to get your content? Who is your target market?
Like what sets you apart? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What makes you different?
My target market are women who are 40 and up. Women who are living high stress lives, seeking refuge from stress. They are craving, but they're also craving meaningful transformation in their lives, and they're seeking true fulfillment, because when you get to 40 and up, you have experience. A lot of stuff don't matter anymore. You're just like, all of that is irrelevant. Now, it doesn't mean that always equates to your reality. You know what I'm saying? You still can get stuck and stagnant, and you're like this, and nothing is moving. Right. So basically, I come in and I help them to navigate the territory that they're in, to identify their stressors, to help connect some dots, of course, so they can conquer those challenges and break through their barriers, so they can start to pull the triggers to the things that they've been wanting to do in their life. And so I strive to facilitate transformation, because transformation is what is lasting. That's when your mind gets renewed. That's when, it's like you really begin to live, and you really begin to experience true fulfillment in your life. And the alignment is what equals to the fulfillment. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So basically, I am on social media, of course. I recently, and I really say recently, within the last maybe 3 or 4 months, updated my LinkedIn profile. I hadn't been on LinkedIn in forever. I mean, really, my old last name was still up there. So I had to go in there and update all of that. So that's what I'm doing at this time. However, God told me, he said, look, stop looking at surrender as a negative word. It simply means stay open, stay open, stay open. And when I caught that, it's like the first thing that I received in the mail was a flyer from the city of Norfolk, which is the city I live in, about a networking event. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. Once upon a time, I would have looked at it and been like, oh, I ain't, but not no more. It's like, you need to start showing up. Showing up. That's how I showed up where you were facilitating that amazing workshop that you facilitated. And this is what
thank you.
I'm stretching.
Not
that I've never been a shy person. I can talk to people, but it's in the showing up.
It's not only in the showing up, it's in the showing up and following up.
Right.
Because the fortune is in the follow-up.
Amen. And I believe you said that day.
Yes, I did.
I did say that day. And you're absolutely right.
Because how many people were in the room that day, LaShawna?
Oh gosh. I don't know. Maybe about 30, 25 or 30.
30 people were in the room. And you, my darling, are one of 2 people who followed up.
Wow. That's a wow for me.
One of 2. And the other person, I'll let you know, was the gentleman that was sitting right up front.
I know who you're talking about already.
He bought a book. Bought a book from me.
Right.
And he wrote a testimonial. He said, what else can I do for you? Because you were phenomenal. I said, well, thank you. Well, are you ready? Thank you so much, LaShawna, and thank God. Were you ready to write a testimonial about how phenomenal I was? He said, absolutely. I said, go to LinkedIn. Here's the link.
Wow.
And you know he did it? He did it. Yes. One experience.
I have to say that I laughed a little when you were talking about surrender, because it is really the theme of my last few months. And that is partly why things have just really changed, because it's so easy this way. Not that nothing is happening, like life is out there, life in, but
Right.
all that other stuff that I'm like trying to figure out how to do this and how to do that, I'm like, hey, so God, I used to reserve the big stuff for you, but I'm gonna just go ahead and say, like, can I get the good parking spot? Can I
Right.
eat certain foods? You know what I mean? Like, can I stop doing this? And that what I thought was sacrifice was
Mm-hmm.
just simply like
Surrender. Just let it go.
it's been
Let it go.
Yes. Yes.
So you talked about what you do as far as who you help. Tell the audience for us, what is it that you exactly do so that somebody who wants to use your services or your products can use them? What do you do?
Um, okay. So God has given me a mandate that I need to start talking about stress. So much so that he required of me to create this stress-free solution for women guide, because I do generally work with women. So I said, okay, Lord, I've had to go on my own personal development journey. Not that I was living this life that was so stressful and out of bounds, because again, my relationship with God has allowed me to cultivate how I think, how I act, how I feel. So basically, when he told me this, I began to read, read. I actually became the own scientist of my own life. No, I'm not a scientist. I don't hold a PhD for any of that stuff, but I have had my own personal transformation, and I have lived a lot of this out loud.
Yeah.
But you do have a PhD, personal holistic development.
Oh, I love that.
Ooh, I like that.
Look, I'm looking for a pen.
Get a pen, get a pen.
Look,
That makes you a credible messenger.
Let's go ahead and take that, because I will be saying that again. You said
That was a Holy Ghost download right there, just right there. Personal holistic
development.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm taking that, Miss Barbara.
I do have a PhD in personal holistic development.
Yes.
Yeah.
So basically, a lot of people, according to, I've done a lot of research. I've looked at different polls and different studies and things that that have been done, like the Gallup poll, American Psychological Association. And so these polls and these studies that they have done, which has given these astronomical numbers for people in general that live under chronic and acute and toxic stress every single day.
It's a new form of PTSD. I mean,
yes,
especially in our community.
Yes,
all the shootings, the killings, and COVID, and it's stress is at
inflation.
Yeah, not being able to pay your bills.
Right.
Yes,
stress is in epidemic proportions right now.
It absolutely is epidemic, and so he put me in this seat, and he has charged me to start talking about it more, start educating people about it more. And that's why I put this guide together. Now, the guide, of course, is not everything, but it is a start. It is a seed. It is information. It is education. It is knowledge. Because if you don't have knowledge, like the word of God says, my people perish for lack of knowledge. So just because you don't know it, it doesn't excuse you from the fact that you need to find out. You know what I'm saying? Because ignorance can kill you. So
yeah, but people don't always know what they don't know, or they don't know.
Right.
They don't know that they don't know that they should know.
Right. And then they think they know what they don't really know. And then you find out later that you really didn't know the half of it.
Right.
So it works both ways. it actually works both ways. So basically, neuroscience is really how he has really taken me down that path.
That's so
and
good.
having people to understand that really for real, 95% of the time you're running a program in your head, and 5% of the time you're using consciousness. Subconsciousness is the 95% of the time where you're running hardwired circuitry in your brain, which is causing you to stay a lot of the times and focus on your problems, on your past, on your trauma, how you grew up.
I got to cut you off right here. We're at 12:26.
Okay.
But I want to ask you how we get in touch with you. Should we want to learn more about your neuroscience or your stress relief or your guide? How do we get in touch with you?
You can reach me at LaShawnaEpps.com, which is my website, which I believe it is streaming on a banner across the page. Also, my Linktree app, I believe they're going to provide that as well. That has all of my links there, everything from social media, as well as to the actual guides, the self-care guide, the stress-free solution for women guide, because stress and self-care go hand in hand.
That is so good.
Yeah, it links up. Self-care is self-love. It really is.
It really is.
And it's not just about pampering and self-indulging,
right?
As a lot of people think. It's about the massages, the going shopping.
Well, don't get it twisted. That's part of the self-care too.
It's part of it, but right. it's a small part, Miss Barbara.
Right.
It's a part of it, though. It absolutely
But I want you to know that we appreciate your being on the show today. You have been a phenomenal guest with plenty of information. We want to talk more to you. We will talk to you after the show. Don't go away. Hang around in the green room to fulfill the rest of what we asked of you. Shawty, what's your last outtakes?
I want to say it's so important what LaShawna is talking about being a BeYOUtiful you. In fact, what I'm going to do was when I post this, I am going to make sure I include all the links to make sure you can get in contact with the fabulous, the beautiful LaShawna Epps, so that you can transform yourself from the inside out and really do what God has intended for you to do. I think it is so important that we all understand the power of sisterhood, that we all understand that God put us here together for a reason so that we can lift each other up constantly, holding each other accountable to being in alignment. So I'm grateful for you being here with us today. I'm grateful for you, Ms. Barbara.
Thank you so much. I am going to enjoy the rest of this day here in sunny Texas. And I want to say, LaShawna, thank you so much for being on the show today. Shani, you hold it down for us like nobody else. Thank you, Mark, in the background. And you guys know what time it is, even without a watch. It is time for you to step into your greatness because the world is waiting for you. That's our show. We'll see you.
And all the beautiful you.
We'll see you next time.
Calling all women in the C-suites. I'm talking to you. Yes, you. Powerful women who constantly pour out to others. It's time to pour into yourselves and accelerate possibilities. Come along to the Sisters Inspire Sisters to Advance 2023 conference being held October 13th through the 15th, 2023 at the Holiday Inn and Suites, Ocean City, Maryland. With this year's theme, The Power of Sisterhood, you are guaranteed to have a phenomenal time. Engage with other fellow powerhouses in training and camaraderie. Inspire future women CEOs to elevate, open doors, and earn the respect and love that they deserve. Empower women to connect, learn, grow, and thrive in a safe and supportive environment, embracing their strengths while creating global impact. Meet your conference sisters, Pamela D. Marshall, Lois Barth, Lisa Santiago McNeil, Dr. Obiama Martin, B. Michelle Pippin, Barbara H. Smith. So come on and let your hair down. Be energized and reignited. Welcome to a world where all women are supported, valued, connected, and empowered to reach their full potential and foster a just and equitable society. Do you want a taste of what you might have missed last year? Well, here's what went down last year at that conference. Take a look.
He is positioning us for greater. So we have an assignment that we have to fulfill. We have steps.
First real death. I didn't know how to handle that. Who taught me what to do? So I was crying and I was upset.
So it doesn't matter. I know who I am.
Do Terry know who she is?
And he is trying to give you enough for you and you and you and you to give to her and her and her and him. Don't miss your chance to come this year. So secure your ticket now. Sisters Inspire Sisters to Advance 2023 conference is a must-attend conference of the decade. We are empowering women to empower the world. Register today.